All right, guys, we about to get started. As you see, I am your bartender for the day, getting the drinks ready for the show. Oh, you gonna need a drink for this one. What you drinking on? I got vodka, I got something brown and nasty. I got whatever you need to make you chill or to get you completely lit. What is it? Tell me all about it. Because you know this show is gonna be a mess, fun, and more. All right, what you drinking on, baby? I got you. All right, guys, welcome back to Commission Reviews. I have a treat for you guys. I'm very excited. We are now getting into put a ring on it. We're getting into the new season, all things, and I have the cutest queen behind the stage. So come up here and give us some of her time, answer a few questions, and go do what she got to do for the day. All right. All right, guys. With that being said, we got Sheila is in the building. Welcome to the stage, mama, baby. Hold on, let me get some flies. Yes, baby. Okay, hold on, let me give me one more noise. Yes.
You
All
already know
right.
with the shits. You already know with the shits.
Period. Oh my God. First of all, let me talk about this. Let me say this. So
Okay.
this interview, we've been trying to get this together. Y'all don't know, but it's been worth the way. I felt like it meant to be this way because I did not know she was going to be dating consecutive more than one day in a row. I was like, "What? Wait a minute."
I
Because
mean, shoot, what would you guys have expected, including coming from a Haitian woman now? It was going to be more than
mm,
one day. I tell you that. It was going to be more than one day.
oh, oh, she's coming. Okay.
Let me stop. I'm joking.
No. So I'm gonna say this. So even on the panel,
Right.
when those ladies was talking about it, one of the things that we actually said was like the chemistry, and we had to be real. The chemistry, but as far as you and him were stronger than well, I ain't gonna say stronger, but the organic of it all to us, it just I don't know. We was like, why does that look like he belonged with her and she belonged with the other day?
It's crazy. You're not the only person that said that. Most people that watched the show were saying that it seemed like we were more in a relationship than he was with his girl Catherine. And I honestly just think that it was just, the aura, the vibe, and the energy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Um, what people don't know is Ricky actually is a cool person. He's real cool, laid back, and chill. He may not seem that way on television because it seems like he's just so nonchalant
Mm,
about stuff.
okay.
But behind closed doors, he's real chill. Like he's easy to talk to. His vibe and his aura is great. And overall, like the whole time that we were on our dates, everything just ran real smoothly, like with no issue.
Let me ask you a question. How did you even get started with this? Because this is a really unorthodox way to make or break a relationship. How did you get involved? Because in your instance, you're just a single, beautiful queen that is, looking for her king. So
Right.
how does that correlate with that?
Well, overall, when I first agreed to even do the show, um, I was more so going in the mindset of just hopping on in as being not the type of woman to try to steal someone else's
Okay.
man from their
Hmm.
woman, but the type of woman just to figure out like what is it about this guy that is making him kind of think twice about not marrying a woman that he says that he's been with for a long time. I just overall just wanted to see from my own perspective, from a woman's perspective, like what is it about men that makes them wait for so long to marry, a woman that they claim that they're in love with. And I came across that a lot, behind closed doors. I came across that a lot from guys. So I really was just trying to go on the show, just kind of figure, things out from a man perspective for my own purpose from the guys that I dealt with in my past. And if whatever happened, happened, along the way. It wasn't my intentions to go on there to steal Ricky from his
Okay.
girl. No.
Okay.
I mean, if it happened, then it happened. You can't really
Right.
steal someone from
Period.
their spouse. I mean, if
Hmm.
they don't want to be with the person, then they're not solid from the jump. That has nothing to do with the next person or not. I mean, it's just something that is within their scenario that's going on. It has nothing to do with me.
Period. I mean, she
So
didn't tell no lies, 100%. I got that bond right there. Okay.
can't be mad at the woman, be mad at yourself, you know what I'm saying? Or can't be mad at the man, be mad at
Right.
the
He never slipped you want to leave. So once you got the situation, I'm not sure how did you find out beforehand you were going to be dating or going on a date with Ricky, or was it like at first time
no.
like, oh, okay.
I didn't even know who I was going to go on a date with. When I originally was speaking to the casting directors, they were basically just saying, "Hey, this is what the show is. This is what the show is about. We'll contact you. I guess whenever we were supposed to, we'll contact you, and you'll be going on a date with X, Y, and Z." They mentioned his name before I
Okay.
even met him, but I never got a chance to see who he was until the day that we were filming.
Oh wow. Okay, so that was
And that's when I
genuine.
came across that scene that you guys see with me going into his home and meeting his whole family. At first, I was trying to figure. I was like, "What is this? A polygamous thing? Like, what the? You got two people back
Mm.
there, got two people in the front. Like, am I dating the whole family or the dating the whole? I don't know." But
So that kind of leads me to this question. Now, Kat is having problems with all these things with the on the family situation. For you, you seem like, and I'm not going to assume. Would you be willing to date with all these things going on? Because it seems like you were
okay,
receptive to it.
you know what? Let me. I want to make this very clear because
Okay.
obviously, while we're filming, they like to take what the casting. I mean, the directors like to take all the the spicy stuff,
Hmm.
from different angles and put it together, and so it makes it look more than what it is.
Right.
Personally, me, I didn't even when he mentioned to me about his family situation, I didn't even have an issue with the fact of him living with his family. Because to be real, that's like one of the smartest ideas to do when it comes to trying to build yourself financially. Why go ahead and put yourself more in a financial burden, knowing that it would possibly be by yourself if you could just be with family, save up your money, do what you need to do, and then when it's time for you to move forward into your own place, into your own house, doing your own things where you're financially stable, then you can go about it that way. But from what everyone was seeing on the show, it made it seem like he was too comfortable with living with his family. He was broke. He wasn't making much money. He didn't really want to elevate or grow. He
Hmm.
was just basically just trying to be a burden. That's how it looked like on the show. But in reality, it was his way of saving enough, from my perspective, saving enough financially to be able to move forward to do bigger and better things.
Okay. That's a different perspective because that is the way the
Exactly.
narrative looks. Like
Exactly.
struggling artists. I don't know.
Because he
That
because
type of.
he works, but he was saying that he works a lot to pay bills. You know what I'm saying? And when you're working a lot and then you have your girl, who just moved down from another state, and like she does whatever she do, make her money however she makes her money. It's just a process of trying to build money together financially, and to help them get out of the situation that they're in to be in a better situation. But on the show, it makes it seem like, yeah, she moved in with the family. He ain't trying to leave. He got no goals. He got no dreams. He ain't really making money like that, or like she's taking care of the whole family. That wasn't the case. That was not the
There was a
but
lot of
they're not going
narrative.
to show that on the show, but that wasn't the case.
So the whole family dynamic for you, even though yes, y'all not. Well, what I'm saying is,
I don't
you
have an
seem
issue
to.
with that.
There we go. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with a guy choosing to live with his family to make his financial situation a little bit more better, where in the long run it would benefit.
Both of
I don't
y'all.
have a problem with that. Now, if you were comfortable with staying in that, in that area, and you were making enough money, but you still choose to live however you want to live, which is being underneath your family's household and not try to elevate or grow by doing your own thing, as a grown person, then that could be more understandable to be like, hold up, like this is a waste of time. But that's not the case. That's
And
not.
you would have been okay with the whole
I would have been
the
everyone's.
ex-wife, the ex-wife situation.
Everybody
The-
starts from somewhere. Everybody
No,
starts from somewhere.
no, no, no.
But
The ex-wife situation. Would you have been cool with that too?
with his wife's situation, he's not married.
No, but didn't he have an ex-wife that he was helping out with? Like he
Oh,
was
his ex-wife.
his
What
ex.
about?
Yeah, he was staying over there. Remember, because Kat had a lot of issues with.
Okay, so
Okay, there we go.
and that's another thing because they don't show this on the show too. I never said that I would be okay with him
Mm,
sleeping at his ex-wife's house, okay? I never said that. What I said was that I was okay with the relationship that him and his ex-wife had. And when it came to family time and doing things as a family for the kids' sake, I was okay with that. But with him consistently sleeping over his ex-wife's house on the couch, in the bed, wherever you want to say it was, I
right.
would not be okay with it. But he was saying that it wasn't like a consistent thing. It was something that happened in the past where it was here and there and eventually just stopped. But they were making it seem like as if it was like a consistent thing that was
Yes.
still going on and that was still affecting the relationship. They've been stopped that. Been stopped that.
That's crazy. Okay, so this show it's been a lot of controversy over the past few years, but this season is very different. The dates, even the doctor, all of it has been really different. Um, how did your family and friends feel about you going on this show? Because they had a lot of negative stuff because of the past
No, they know.
seasons.
They know how I am. They know. They know how my personality is. They know just overall how I move. They know that whatever move that I make or whatever I'm a part of, it's something that makes sense. It's something that would benefit me in the long run. And overall, is my personality is my personality. Some people may understand it, some people don't. But my family is completely aware and familiar with it.
Okay,
They had no issues at all.
cool.
Yeah, they had no issues at all. They're over here watching it and laughing and clowning,
Period.
just
Oh, I
like
love
everybody
that.
else.
Yes.
Hmm.
So, do you think this would can happen? This would be able to work for somebody who is struggling in their relationship and they decide to say, date your ex maybe, or let's see if you guys date each other in the same spot. These whole scenarios. Do you think this would actually work in a struggling relationship? To see if I want to say yes or no to marriage or whatever it is.
Okay, wait. So you're asking me, do you think that this type of arrangement for the show
Yes.
would make a marriage succeed? Is that what you mean?
Well, yeah, make or break. If the relationship was, because this is based on, I want to get married, but it could be a different scenario where maybe they're already married, and want to see if they may have. Because I feel like it's a test if I want to go single, what's out there, kind of. I guess the experiment. So I just like to know, do you think it works? It really work? I know we're watching the show and I get it, but just like,
Um. Okay, so let me break the show down real quick and then answer your question.
okay,
So from my perspective, from what I know, the show is basically to see how solid the couple's relationship really is. Someone within the relationship wants to move forward and get married, and then the other person, whoever it is, for some reason is just kind of on a standstill with thinking twice about it, or maybe just not ready to marry the person yet.
hmm
So they go on this show and they basically are put to certain obstacles. For example, dating other people to see if there's something that they can learn from dealing with other people that may be effective in their relationship that they're not receiving from their spouse. So it could either make you or break you, or teach you, or it'd be a lesson learned, however you want to take it. But at the end of the day, based on whatever you choose to do, if you want to choose to continue dating other people, or choose to stop dating other people because now you're more like you're more sure about the spouse that you're with. It could basically be an eye opener on whether you want to proceed with moving forward in life with your spouse. So
mm,
they go on all these dates, and it's really just to tempt them and just to test them to see how solid that they are within their relationship. Because if you're gonna be out here talking to other, you could be on a date, or you could just meet people casually, have a regular conversation, and enjoy their company and stuff. But the extra stuff that you do, being disrespectful with doing stuff that you wouldn't normally do in a relationship, or making more moves on another partner while you're involved, like those are the stuff that some people don't normally see when they're involved with someone. So this is basically like a test. Like, how far would a person go to remain being solid to their partner, or to mess up what they have? And that's basically what it is.
okay. So,
So whether it would be helpful to, I would say, to strengthen a marriage,
mhm.
me personally, I feel like in some ways possibly yes. depending on the person, and where they could break a marriage, I would say possibly yes, depending on the person. It really just depends on the person.
Wow.
It really just
Okay,
depends on
I
the
can
person.
see that. I can see that. So, how did you feel when you got more than one date? So
Yeah.
how did that feel? Like I'm not sure how you find out about it. I'm not sure if y'all
Now
get a
they call
message.
us whenever we finish our first date. If we do get accepted for the next one, they'll call us and be like, "Hey, you got another date." Like, and then
Oh
like,
wow.
we need to prep you for this next date. I'd be like, oh shoot, for real? Because you get the people get to choose, the couples, they get to choose whether they want to stick with the same person or move on to the next. I think it's like 3 or 4 tries, I'm not sure. And from every date they learn something from their dates to whether help them in their relationship or help them see that this relationship isn't for them. So in this case, with me going on 3 dates, I was like, oh shoot, he got like he got to be learning something from me, either that or he's feeling me. He'd be either
Right.
or.
Right.
So oh, but I wasn't surprised. I was like, okay. I mean, we hit it off cool in the beginning when we first was on our first date. We had a good vibe with each other.
Yes,
So
y'all did. Y'all vibe was very. Yeah, that vibe was supernatural. I'm saying everybody looked at y'all like y'all should have been a couple already.
yeah, and the crazy thing is we're both Capricorns, so I guess that's another reason why we connected so well because he's the same sign as me. So I was just like, oh, okay, I see why you are, like looking like you're nonchalant. Like I get the reason why you're that way. So I was like, all right, now I can know how to move forward with this man because he does almost the same things that I do when I'm trying to be observant with people, trying to see where they at or like how they move and stuff, you know. So
Is that why when a cat had apparently some food on her shirt and the date was like trying to get it off or whatever, he didn't even blink an eye? Because
you
that's
talking
it.
about the last you talking
Yeah,
about the last
yes,
episode?
yes, yes. I was like,
No, to be honest with you, everybody makes it seem like he was nonchalant about the his girl's Catherine, his girl
mm,
Catherine in her in the date. He was feeling some type of way. I'm not even gonna lie. Like it made it seem like he was nonchalant, like he didn't care. But when I spoke to him and I asked him about how he felt about the date, he felt some type of way, but at the same time, he didn't want to overthink about it because he already knew that their relationship that they have is solid. Like there's no need to go to the extra mile to stress about some dude that she just met when he already knows that the relationship between him and Catherine is, long term. I mean, they've been with each
wow,
other for 10 or 11 years.
right.
So he, like anybody, like he'll get jealous and he'll say a comment and be like, "Yeah, that guy's doing too much or his girl's doing too much." But then like he'll pull back and be like, "Why am I tripping for?" Like, yeah, she's gonna be going back home to me anyway, so let me just calm down a bit.
One of the biggest things about this show, everyone's talking about as far as Ricky, this is a comment in the chat. Monique King, one of my members here, she says,
Hello.
Does Ricky's
Oh
hair
my
look
god.
the same in person as it does on screen? I'm
Let me
sorry.
just say, I know it gotta be a hair comment because when I tell you this, every single time every single time they
Oh
post this
God.
man on the page, on whoever page it is, they always talking about this boy's hair. I'm like, damn. I didn't really notice it to be that bad, and I'm over here dead in front of him looking at it. But from everybody else, they talking about bangs this and what kind of like all types of stuff. I'm just like, damn, it's really that bad? It don't look bad in person.
Oh Jesus. It does it?
No, it really don't. And to be honest with you, I mean, like maybe he could have, cut it or did whatever. Like, but at the end of the day, let's be real. Like
Right.
everybody has their own style,
That's my
their own
thought.
identity on how
Hmm.
they rock things. Like
Right.
I know some people that were making comments about his hair on the blog pages, and I was looking at their pictures. Some of them, their weave
Girl,
is not even in right. Their
girl.
lace fronts is pulled back. Some dudes, their hairline is all the way back to back of his head. It's like how you got the audacity to clown somebody about their hair and your joint ain't even looking good. That don't even make no damn sense.
Most of them
So
normally how it goes.
at least it
I
wasn't
thought it was a
nasty
different
looking.
style.
At least it
No, it
wasn't nasty
wasn't.
looking.
I just thought it was a different style, like because everywhere you go is different vibe how they wear their
That's
clothes,
just
hair, whatever. So,
and his girl's a hairstylist.
oh my God. Okay, so he's a what?
His girl is a hairstylist.
Oh, okay. Look. It say, well, Felicia was saying earlier in the chat that he didn't show it, that he felt some way.
He didn't
and
what?
that he felt a way about Kat and the situation that was going on.
You know what, this is. Okay, and when we there's a reunion obviously that's going to be coming, and everybody's going
Oh
to see
yeah.
the reunion. It's crazy, by the way, but me
Mm,
personally, I feel like the only reason why when the relationship coach was asking him about how he was feeling about the situation, and he was looking like he was nonchalant. I I mean, I really feel like the only reason why he wasn't expressive with his feelings was probably because when he did try to say something, Catherine would just to
jump
start
all
going
over
from
it.
0 to 100. So it's just like, why go ahead and express my feelings if I know it's going to affect her in some way to trigger her to go off on me. So I think that's
Mm,
the reason why he wasn't saying much. Like, yeah, I'm pretty sure it bothered him, but because he didn't want to no conflicts, he didn't want no drama. He's just like, you know what? Let me just play it cool. Like whatever. Let me just not say much about it. Like, this is a process we're going on. This is something we agreed to. We agreed to be on this show. We agreed to go on these dates. Let me not
right.
come off as looking like a jealous type of boyfriend. Let me
Right.
just go with the flow. So I think that's the
Mm,
reason why he didn't really say much. He didn't want her to go crazy on him, because whenever he did express his feelings, she would go from 0 to 100. So he's just like, all right, I want to deal with that. And yeah, I'm jealous, but let me not show it off too much on national television.
gotcha. Okay. And everybody takes things differently, to be honest. And you said the reunion's great. I know you can't tell spoilers, but I can't wait for that reunion. I don't know why. It is going to be crazy because the comments I've seen about you have not been negative. It's all been about your chemistry with Ricky. That
I
is
seen
so
some
strong.
negative comments, and I sure as
Oh,
hell
okay.
inserted myself in them comments, because I was like, y'all got the audacity to try to play with me. Everybody's like, oh, not her coming back in these comments. Yes, I am coming back in these comments and saying what I have to say, because y'all ain't about to play me up on here like I'm just some regular chick. That's for sure.
Oh, I love that. You have to do that stuff. You have to let them know. Like, just
Yeah,
because I'm on TV,
like
it's not going to go down.
don't play me, because the thing is, people probably think that I'm on this show because I'm trying to be thirsty. Like, I guess I seen some comments saying that I was thirsty, where I was just doing too much, with the feeding and stuff, feeding him and everything or whatever. Um, or like some other dumb comments. I'm just like, it's not that big of a deal. First of all, I'm Haitian, so we naturally take care of our
Take
men.
care of yes, y'all do.
Feeding a guy is not that big of a deal in my culture. That's just like common courtesy on our end as a woman. Like, okay, like, this is a man, we're supposed to cater to our men, whether it's a guy that we're dealing with or a family member or whatever. That's just how we are. So me feeding food to Ricky was just me being, just being nice. Like, yo, try this. Here you go. But until other people's eyes are not familiar with the culture, they be thinking like, damn, she's doing too much. Like, she fed him, and that's just a red flag. I'm like, bro, just chill out. It's just food. If she didn't want, me feeding him, she should have fed him before he came to come see me. So
Oh,
I mean,
not
let's
this, not this. She should have fed. Oh,
listen,
I wasn't ready, baby. Let's
listen. It
go,
compared to what she was doing on her date, compared to
girl.
what she was doing on her date with Marcus, what I did was that was
Pretty.
nothing. That was absolutely nothing compared to what she was doing with Marcus. So I don't know why everybody was trying to get up on me. I'm just like, because she was doing
Look,
a lot more.
look. All I know is that I didn't see the negative comments about the Thursday. They said about everybody that does something. It doesn't matter. But the most things in my chats, I was seeing that people felt like y'all had strong chemistry or
Okay.
y'all together.
Yeah. Now that's what I seen that too. People thought that we was together or whatever. I mean, I can't help how people feel around me. That's just natural. When you're a genuine person with good vibes and good energies, you're naturally gonna gravitate to people. People are naturally gonna gravitate to you, you know?
Mm,
And that's
right.
just how it went off with Ricky. He just naturally gravitated to me because I got good
Organic,
energy. Yeah.
organic energy. That's what I'm saying.
Harmless. It's harmless. It's
Even
harmless.
even friendship, whatever it was
I
positive
consider
organic
myself
energy.
I consider myself more of a therapist on that show. on that show, a therapist to help him with his situation, because they were just going through it, man. To be honest with you, I didn't understand that whole. that whole 10-year scenario thing. I mean, in my mind, I have an idea of how it really went down, but I just chose not to go ahead and say it on the TV show because I'm like, I don't
Right.
want to put it out there being disrespectful. But 10 years of just being friends, okay.
That is crazy. I
You
mean,
you was friends for 10 years, ain't shit go down. All right. Okay.
that is crazy. I mean, I'm not saying it's never ever happened or whatever, but man,
I don't think it was no 10-year friendship. I don't think they were friends for 10 years. Friends for and nothing happened whether he was with his ex or whatever.
right.
I mean, whatever.
So you think some? Well, I mean, of course, nobody would never know, but um, are you? Well, can you? Oh God, you probably can't say that. But I was gonna say, are you
Nah, go
guys still
ahead,
friends?
ask me what you about to say.
Are you guys still cool to this
Ask the
day?
right questions now. Ask the right
Okay,
questions.
okay. Are you guys still cool to this day? I want to ask you that.
No,
Y'all still.
I mean, as far like, I don't have no problems with. Are you asking me like, did we talk after the show?
Yes, you and Ricky.
Oh
Yes.
no, we didn't talk. We haven't talked. We only talked during the show. We only
Oh
talked
wow.
after the show. I didn't talk to him after the show. I'm not that type of female to be for real, to be entertaining people who are in relationships. I'll just keep it 100. If it wasn't for the show, you really wouldn't catch me entertaining a dude that has a girl or a wife. Unless
Mm,
they told me a different story and then we end up being cool and I found out that he was involved, that's a whole
right.
different scenario. But just to be entertaining a dude from the jump, he told me like I'm involved with a girl, like nah, I don't do that type of stuff.
What about
This
the
in
other
this case with
couples?
this show is
Oh, I'm sorry.
different.
What about the other couples? Did you get to know any of them?
They didn't even allow us to interact with the other couples. I never seen the other couples. I didn't see.
Damn.
I really didn't see who else was a part of the show until the show aired. To be real, and then when I seen when I finally seen Marcus Catherine's date, it was the day of the reunion, and when I seen his ex wife, it was the day of the reunion. I
Wow.
see most of the
The
daters.
horse the cat. Hmm.
I see most of the daters during the reunion in the ex-wife, but all the cast members and stuff, the castmates, um, Joya, Jason, and I forgot the other two new ones. I didn't even get a chance to see them. We didn't see them.
If you really wanted Ricky, could you've had him?
Yeah, of course. If I
Mm,
if I wanted to, I could have did a lot more on that show. Like if I really wanted to have him, I could have had him. But the thing is this that I already knew the history of somewhat of the history, just like the basics of him and Catherine,
right.
and I already knew what the deal was between them. My end goal wasn't to try to snatch him or take him from her. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? I
Right.
was like, all right, like he's serious about her. I ain't gonna do too much. Like I'm gonna kind of be respectful about the thing still, because at the end of the day, it's all about respect.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
whether she felt the same way about me, I don't know, because I know she probably had a couple of smart comments to say. And
Did you
from
hear it or somebody else told you?
it looked like from the show she probably would said a little extra stuff, but they just didn't air it. And then during the reunion, which you guys will see,
Hmm.
there was some other stuff being said too, and I'm just like, all right,
Wow. Because
like
I wonder how she
okay.
feels about you. I was like, I wonder. She seemed cool about it, but I was like, they dated more than one time,
I mean,
so.
do you really think that a female would be cool or a man would be cool about their spouse going on a date 3 times with another person?
No, I
I
don't. That's
wouldn't.
what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I feel like she probably
I
was
wouldn't.
pissed. Everybody said that. Like, why did
I'm
she ain't
trying to,
say that?
because I would be like, yo, like, what is really going on? Like, why do you have to
Period.
constantly go on a date with this individual person?
Hmm.
When you have
Right.
me, like, what about her that you like being around that, and I'm right here. So why don't you just keep it 100 about that? But that's just me. I would have been flying pots and pans if that was me. Like, like he ain't going, no,
Because
he
there
ain't
was
going
something about
nowhere with
you.
this, huh?
He didn't even hesitate when the doctor, asked, are you gonna be another date? To me, I feel like it got easier for him after the second time.
After the second one, right? Nah, after this, I said that too. I was like, look at him smiling. Every time he
Period.
heard my name, he just smiling.
He was. He
Oh.
was. And oh my God, I was like,
It was
is that why
harmless though.
she?
It was all harmless. It was all harmless stuff. I mean,
But
he
but it
and
could
to
have
be
been
honest with
more
you,
though.
he probably just like just hanging out with me because I had good vibes. Like I just had good
Hmm.
energy, and he just like being around that. I mean, that's possible too. You don't have to really have feelings for someone to want to
Yes,
always hang
true,
out with them.
true,
So
true. It could be so much. He was so much more. Now, I really would love to have you back on here after like a follow up interview after the reunion when everything comes out and you're able to just say
like,
what it is. Okay.
yeah,
Uh,
man,
I,
I just
I'm I know there's a lot you cannot say, so
I
I was
know.
happy you came on and said what you said. But I know I need to have that follow up interview because I know after the reunion, it's going to be probably a lot.
Yeah,
So
I think I go ahead and just say some of the stuff that since some of the stuff that already aired, I can go ahead and already say because it already aired, and
right,
I see the comments that a lot of people would say like, oh, Ricky's nonchalant, he just don't care. That's why he's not. That's not why he's not reacting. I see a lot of stuff about him. People talking about his hair,
yeah.
him looking like a cheetah,
Hmm.
him looking like he goes both ways. First of all, he's not gay. He's straight. For those that
Oh,
were
I didn't hear that one. Okay, I didn't hear that one.
I see comments about that because they say that he's just too nonchalant, so that something else got to be up. Like, dude is straight, like straight man. Um, and that whole family thing, I
Yeah.
already explained about that.
Hmm.
He's not
Yep.
reaching out for nobody. He makes his own, he makes money, so
I'm glad you said it. That's a big one. That's the big one.
he's a real
So I'm
cool
actually.
guy. He's a real cool guy. He cares about his girl, so he does care about his girl. So everyone thinks that it's nonchalant stuff. It's just a guy thing. People don't like to guys don't like to express their feelings. You gotta kind of
Yep.
just
They don't. They don't. But it's you did break some things out of him, and I just we wonder me myself just saying it. That if the opportunity was there, if he didn't have anybody or whatever, that y'all would probably who knows what y'all could have did together.
I mean,
It's one of
I
those.
think I really would. I could really see me and him as cool friends. To be honest with you, um, he's not like, and I said this already. So I don't care to say it. No disrespect, but
Right.
he's not like exactly like my type of guy that I would
Okay.
date. But his personality is the type that I would be
Attracted
I would be
to.
okay with in someone
Okay.
that I would date.
Okay.
So yeah,
Gotcha. Gotcha. The vibe, the personality. Yeah, I mean that's always a big factor as well. So I get what you're saying. You're being transparent. So I
right.
get that also. But yes, mama, you are a vibe though. I told you that before, you are a whole vibe.
Thank
I
you.
love the way you change your hair. I just think
Yeah.
it works with you. It's
They
really
had
cute.
they had us rush. Okay, look, in my defense with this show too, a lot of people don't know. Like there were times where they had us rushing to go on set to film, like or sometimes they would have us waiting for hours before we filmed. They don't have a makeup artist on deck, so some of the scenes that I know I look crazy in, it would I had my stuff looking together, but after a few hours, your makeup starts looking crazy or whatever, and I didn't bring no extra stuff, so in my defense,
You look cute on there, mama. I didn't see any of that. I mean,
I can see
probably
it. I can
yeah. I'm
see
about to
it.
say you can see it because you know whatever. But no.
Yeah, I was like, God damn, they got the wrong angles. They got the wrong angles on me, but okay.
Oh, that's probably some advice that they need to know about this show. Have an extra makeup bag on deck for
Yeah,
the long recording hours or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, I should have did
Hmm.
that. I'm not really much of a makeup person, anyways. I like to just kind of just rock the natural look most
Hmm.
times, but
Right,
in this case, it
right.
was a whole different scenario.
Period. Yeah, you don't even everything. So, yeah, I would have makeup.
Nah,
I mean, I do it for certain things, but yeah, I get that. I get it.
it's
But
timing.
oh, Mama, well, thank you again for coming on, Mama. This is a pleasant experience. I'm so happy we were able to do this, and hopefully I can have a follow up so we can talk about some other things that you're not able to say today. And
So before
you,
we go, can I ask you a question?
yes, ma'am, go right ahead.
I want to know your thoughts on have you watched Put a Ring on It before, like the last seasons? Be
So,
honest.
well, I'm about to tell you. I'm actually known for one of the seasons. You know, the season with Darian. I
Okay.
actually, I actually interviewed Darian's mother. Um, his baby's mother and two of his exes, and it was a whole thing. I kind of broke open the story about the yeah, it was a lot. So yeah,
Okay. So the reason why I'm asking is I was just trying to get your feedback on what did you think of so far of this season for Put a Ring on It compared to the others.
this season does not have as much drama. I feel like the other seasons, especially that one I spoke about in particular.
Mhm.
was drama filled. So you kind of the whole thing about the show was lost because of all the drama that was around
Right.
that happened. And I feel like with this season, it's legit. What's going on with you guys as far as the dating, all that, and you're actually digging in, and you're like, okay, what's gonna happen? Can this really happen in real life? Like I was telling you earlier, I feel like now it's like you're going through the process, and we're going through it with you. As before, we were looking more of the drama, the mess.
Right.
So that's what I think is different about it, and it's refreshing.
Okay.
It is
That's good.
refreshing and interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing what's going to happen for the rest of the season.
Yeah. Okay. I was just
Yes,
curious because
ma'am.
I always ask other people's opinion
Oh
because
yes.
you know
Oh yes.
there's a different relationship coach on there, so I was just kind of curious on like how people thought that
Okay, so
was.
I'm gonna say this about the coach. The coach is getting like all kind of feedback because of credentials, some negative. Even when I interviewed the couple that left, he was saying little comments about that. And online, if you look it up, he's making comments about the fact that uh, she's not a real doctor, or she's whatever it is. And so, and because they did actually like the other original doctor, and it was a whole lot to why that relationship ended. So
Right.
with the show, so I think that after this season they'll get used to her like anything else. It'll be
Yeah.
fine. It's just a new situation. That's about all I think it is to be. I just think it's just
Mhm.
new. Once they get to know her more and another season happens, it'll be regular, no big deal. She's just new stuff. That's it.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and also it's in too. You know, besides her, it also reflects on the casting as well, the cast members too, because they also play a big role on the show as well.
Yes,
Um,
they do. They
Kind
do.
of
They
their show
do.
life. So I hear everything you're saying.
Yes, ma'am. Well, again, a pleasant experience, Mama, and you made me miss my locks so much when I see your hair.
Oh
But
my God, your what? Your
my
locks?
locks. I
Okay.
used to have locks. I used to have locks.
I thought you
Right
were
in the
saying
beginning.
that, girl. I thought you said when your locks fell out. I was like, we don't even got locks. What
Uh,
the heck you talking about?
no, I used to have locks. At the beginning of COVID, I've gone about 3 years, and then
Right.
when COVID hit, I didn't want to get my hair done anymore. Kind of freaked out and just completely cut my hair off, and I just kept it short ever since. It's just easy to maintain.
That's the reason why I did my locks is because I was sick and tired of trying to find people. I mean, I had people to do my hair. It was just the COVID was just making it impossible. So, yep, the
Oh,
best decision ever.
that's actually a good story you should do. That's something you should do, like a story time. I didn't know
What
that. That's a good story time you should put on your channel.
for
That is
what for my locks?
the original, the origin,
Uh,
the reason why, because it was COVID and everything. Yeah,
mm-hmm.
that'd be a good story time.
Best
It would
decision
be.
ever.
I miss them, but now I'm just gonna keep rocking this. But anyway, Mama, thank
Right.
you for your time and coming on. I appreciate
No
you guys, y'all.
problem.
I will get all her links, whatever she wants to share, because she is an entrepreneur. She's doing all kinds of stuff on her channel, Instagram. I will put
Mhm.
her stuff in the description so you guys can follow all of her brands, support Black content creators, with support
Right.
independent everything. Please, man, I love creative people, love your vibe, and again, thank you for coming on.
Thank you for having me. I'll
Yes,
see you
ma'am.
again after the reunion.
All right, y'all. Here comes the end credits. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.